All Nippon 181 Super, taxi to stand 54 via Alpha 4 Alpha, Whiskey 10 Whiskey, Charlie, Sierra 3 Tango 3 Tango.
Taxi to stand 54 via Alpha 4 Alpha, Whiskey 10 Whiskey Charlie, Sierra 3 Tango 3 Tango, all Nippon 181 Super.
Air Japan 180 Heavy, contact Narita Tower 118.2.
Over to Tower 118.2, Air Japan 180 Heavy. United 142 Heavy, taxi for departure.
United 142 Heavy, taxi to holding point Alpha 10, runway 34 left, via Romeo, Sierra 1 Kilo
各位贵宾
Alpha.
欢迎搭乘星宇航空。
Taxi to holding point Alpha 10, runway 34 left, via Romeo, Sierra 1 Kilo Alpha,
在展
United
开一段舒
142
适愉
Heavy.
快的旅程之前，请仔细观看以下安全影片，因为您的安全对我们而言非常重要。
Please pay attention to the following safety demonstration before starting your journey, because your safety is important to us.
All aircraft be advised information Sierra now current, QNH1013.
根据法令，全程禁止使用发报类电子用品。有关行动电话及其他电子用品使用规范，请参阅机上杂志。
According to CAA regulations, all transmitting devices shall not be used at all times. For more information regarding mobile phones and electronic devices, please refer to the in-flight magazine.
滑行、起飞及降落时，请将手提行李妥善放在座位上方的行李箱内或前方座位底下。
Make sure all of your baggage is stored properly in an overhead compartment or under the seat in front of you.
Japan Air 783 Heavy, taxi to stand 83
当您
via
就座
Alpha
时，
3
请随时
Alpha,
将安
Whiskey
全带系
10
妥，
Whiskey,
拖把向外一
Charlie,
拨，即
Echo
可解
4
开安全带
Papa.
Keep your seatbelt
Taxi to
fastened
stand
while
83 via
seated.
Alpha
To
3,
release it,
Alpha,
simply
Whiskey
undo the
10,
lock.
Whiskey Charlie, Echo 4
舱施
Papa,
压时，
Japan Air
氧气面罩
783
会由
Heavy.
上方自动落下。
If cabin pressure changes suddenly, oxygen masks will automatically appear above your head.
拉下面罩或红色拉带，罩住口鼻，调整松紧带，正常呼吸，然后再协助他人。
Pull down the mask or red blue flag. Place it over your nose and mouth. Tighten the straps.
All
and
Nippon
breathe normally before
8402 Heavy,
assisting
Narita
others.
ground, pushback approved. Face southeast.
本机舱共有8个紧急出口，使用方法及位置均有标示，航程中不可任意出动。
This aircraft has 8 exits clearly marked with instructions. The exits should not be touched during flight.
逃生时务必脱掉高跟鞋，不要携带行李，依照指示灯光及空服员的指引，由离您最近的紧急出口离开。
During evacuation, remove high-heeled shoes, leave carry-on baggage behind, and follow the illuminated signs and cabin crew's instruction to your nearest exit.
救生衣在您座位下或座位旁。
A life vest is stored under or beside your seat.
使用时，救生衣上的吹管朝外，由头上套下，将黑色腰带拉至前方，扣好，拉紧。
Put the life vest over your head.
United
with the
142 Heavy. Contact
Wrap the
Narita
black
Tower
straps to the front,
118.2. Have a good afternoon.
离开紧急出口时，用力拉下红色拉环即可充气。
Pull the red tab to inflate while leaving the emergency exit.
若无法自动充气，请吹前方管子。
For manual inflation, blow into the tube.
本班机全面禁烟，包含禁用电子烟。依法规定，不得毁损化妆室内的烟雾侦测器。
This is a non-smoking flight. Smoking and use of electronic cigarettes, tampering with or destroying the lavatory smoke detectors are prohibited by law.
现在，请您系妥安全带，竖直椅背，收好餐桌及脚踏板。
Please fasten your seatbelt. Return your seat back, seat table, and footrest to their original positions.
有关机上安全事项，请参阅安全须知卡。
Please refer to the safety instruction card for the detailed information.
祝您旅途愉快。
We wish you a pleasant journey.
All Nippon 840 Heavy, request taxi to the active.
All Nippon 8402 Heavy. Taxi to holding point Alpha 10, runway 34 left, via Whiskey, Alpha.
Taxi to holding point Alpha 10, runway 34 left, via Whiskey Alpha. All Nippon 8402 Heavy.
CB53 Heavy, J25 request pushback and engine start.
Zippy 53 Heavy, Narita ground, pushback approved. Face southeast.
Pushback approved, face southeast CB53 Heavy.
各位贵宾，我们即将起飞，请确实系住您的安全带，谢谢。Hello everyone, we are ready for takeoff. Please make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened. Thank you.
CP53 Heavy, request taxi to the active.
Zippy 53 Heavy, taxi to holding point Alpha 10, runway 34 left, via Whiskey 6, Romeo, Sierra 1, Kilo, Alpha.
Taxi to holding point Alpha 10, runway 34 left via Whiskey 6 Romeo Sierra 1 Kilo, Alpha, CP53 Heavy.
All Nippon 8402 Heavy, contact Narita Tower 118.2.
Over to Tower 118.2, all Nippon 8402 Heavy.
Starwalker 803 Heavy, request taxi to the active.
Starwalker 803 Heavy, taxi to holding point Alpha 10, runway 34 left, via Kilo, Alpha.
Taxi to holding point Alpha 10, runway 34 left, via Kilo, Alpha, Starwalker 803 Heavy.
JX806, ramp 152, request pushback and engine stop.
Starwalker 803 Heavy, contact Narita Tower 118.2.
Contact Tower 118.2, Starwalker 803 Heavy. Starwalker 803 Heavy, holding short, runway 34 left.
Starwalker 803 Heavy, number 2 for departure. Hold short of runway 34 left.
Holding short of runway 34 left, Starwalker 803 Heavy.
All Nippon 8402 Heavy, runway 34 left, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, runway 34 left, all Nippon 8402 Heavy.
Japan Air 708 Heavy, exit right at Alpha 4.
Exit right at Alpha 4, Japan Air 708 Heavy.
Narita Tower, west, at 80 Heavy, ILS runway 34 left.
WestJet 80 Heavy, Narita Tower, continue.
Wilco, west, at 80 Heavy.
Japan Air 708 Heavy, monitor ground 121.905, good day.
Ground 121.905, Japan Air 708 Heavy.
CP53 Heavy, ready for departure. runway 34 left.
Zippy 53 Heavy, tower, number 2 for departure.
Understood, number 2 Zippy 53 Heavy. Zippy 53 Heavy, holding short, runway 34 left.
Zippy 53 Heavy, number 2 for departure. Hold short of runway 34 left.
Holding short of runway 34 left, Zippy 53 Heavy.
WestJet 80 Heavy, wind 060 degrees, 3 knots, runway 34 left cleared to land.
Runway 34 left clear to land, west. Jet 80 Heavy.
All Nippon 8402 Heavy, contact Tokyo departure 124.2.
Contact Tokyo departure 124.2, all Nippon 8402 Heavy.
Starwalker 803 Heavy, runway 34 left, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, runway 34 left, Starwalker 803 Heavy.
WestJet 80 Heavy, exit right at Alpha Tree.
Exit right at Alpha 3, west. Jet 80 Heavy.
Narita Tower, Connie 614 Heavy, ILS runway 34 left.
Connie 614 Heavy, Narita Tower, continue.
Wilco, Connie 614 Heavy.
WestJet 80 Heavy, monitor ground 121.905.
Ground 121.905 west. Jet 80 Heavy, good day.
United 3-3 Heavy, ready for departure. Runway 34 left.
Connie 614 Heavy, go around. Fly runway centerline, maintain 4,000 feet.
On the go. Fly runway centerline, maintain 4,000 feet. Connie 614 Heavy.
Connie 614 Heavy, contact Tokyo approach 124.4, speak soon.
Contact Tokyo, approach 124.4. Connie 614 Heavy.
United 3-3 Heavy, tower, number 2 for departure.
Affirm, number 2, United 3-3 Heavy.
Starwalker 803 Heavy, Narita Tower, wind 060 degrees, 3 knots, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. Starwalker 803 Heavy.
Zippy 53 Heavy, runway 34 left, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, runway 34 left, Zippy 53 Heavy.
Narita Tower, Dynasty 104 Heavy, ILS runway 34 left.
Dynasty 104 Heavy, Narita Tower, continue.
Roger, Dynasty 104 Heavy.
Jeju Air 1106, ready for departure, runway 34 left.
Jeju Air 1106, tower, number 2 for departure.
Roger that, number 2, Jeju Air 1106.
Starwalker 803 Heavy, contact Tokyo departure 124.2.
Contact Tokyo departure 124.2, Starwalker 803 Heavy. Tokyo departure, Starwalker 803 Heavy, 1,600 feet.
Starwalker 803 Heavy, Tokyo departure, good afternoon, identified, climb to flight level 190.
Climb to flight level 190, Starwalker 803 Heavy.
Departure, Zippy 53 Heavy, 1,600 feet.
Zippy 53 Heavy, Tokyo departure, identified, climb to flight level 190.
Climb to flight level 190, Zippy 53 Heavy.
游乐系统。此外，本班机全面禁烟，包含禁用电子烟。请遵守安全指示，并留意电子用品的使用状况。如发现异常，请立即暂停使用，并通知服务员。基于安全考量，请不要使用行动电源。航程中若有需要为您服务的地方，也请随时通知我们，谢谢。Hello everyone, during today's flight, we will provide you with beverage and meal service. Wi-Fi service and duty-free sales are also available. For details, please refer to
CP53 Heavy, contact Tokyo Control 119.35.
In addition, this is
Center on 119.35 CP53 Heavy.
prohibited. Please follow some instructions at all times and remain alert while using electronic devices. If any abnormal situation arises, stop using web immediately for the computer. For safety reasons, please do not use power bank during the flight. If you need any assistance, please refer to contact the computer.
Tokyo departure, United 33 Heavy, 1,300 feet.
United 33 Heavy, Tokyo departure, identified, climb to flight level 160.
Climb to flight level 160, United 33 Heavy.
Walker 803 Heavy, contact Tokyo Control 119.35.
Contact Tokyo Control 119.35. Starwalker 803 Heavy. Bye-bye. Tokyo Control, Starwalker 803 Heavy. Passing flight level 165 for flight level 190.
Starwalker 803 Heavy, Tokyo Control, identified, climb to flight level 380.
Climb to flight level 380, Starwalker 803 Heavy.
CB53 Heavy. Contact Tokyo Control 134.15.
Center on 134.15 CB53 Heavy. Have a good afternoon.
Japan Air 295 Alpha. Contact Tokyo Control 134.15. Good day.
Contact Tokyo Control 134.15, Japan Air 295 Alpha. Tokyo Control, United 33 Heavy, crossing 13,000 feet for flight level 160, direct a 4L14.
United 33 Heavy, Tokyo Control, good afternoon, identified, climb to flight level 330.
Climb to flight level 330, United 33 Heavy.
Japan Air 285, contact Tokyo Control 125.6.
Contact Tokyo Control 125.6 Japan Air 285.
Air 267, contact Tokyo Control 124.1, bye-bye.
Contact Tokyo Control 124.1 Air 267, good day.
Japan Air 439, contact Tokyo Control 134.15, bye-bye.
Contact Tokyo Control 134.15 Japan Air 439.
Tokyo Control, Jeju Air 1106 through flight level 154 for flight level 180.
Jeju Air 1106, Tokyo Control, good afternoon, radar contact, climb to flight level 360.
Climb to flight level 360, Jeju Air 1106.
Starwalker 803 Heavy, contact Tokyo Control 134.15.
Contact Tokyo Control 134.15. Starwalker 803 Heavy.
So how's your day been? Excellent, thanks for asking. You? Much better now that I know you care, friend.
Tokyo Control, Starwalker 803 Heavy. Through flight level 279er for flight level 380 direct Tokies.
Starwalker 803 Heavy, Tokyo Control, identified. SmartCat 753, contact Tokyo Control 133.5.
Center on 133.5 SmartCat 753.
Japan Air 325 Heavy, contact Tokyo Control 133.5.
Center on 133.5 Japan Air 325 Heavy.
All Nippon 667 Heavy, contact Tokyo Control 133.5.
Contact Tokyo Control 133.5, all Nippon 667 Heavy, good day.
Tokyo Control, All Nippon 265 Heavy, flight level 349er.
All Nippon 265 Heavy, Tokyo Control, radar contact, climb to flight level 400.
Climb to flight level 400, All Nippon 265 Heavy.
China Eastern 7292, contact Tokyo Control 133.5, good day.
Center on 133.5, China Eastern 7292.
Skymark 532, radar vectors, ILS Zulu runway 03 right. Report ready for descent.
Radar vectors ILS Zulu runway 03 right, ready for descent, Skymark 532.
Skymark 532, landing runway 03 right.
A landing runway 03 right, Skymark 532.
All Nippon 33 Heavy, contact Tokyo Control 133.5.
Center on 133.5, All Nippon 33 Heavy.
Tokyo Control, Air Japan 35 Heavy, descending via Ikoma East, flight level 242.
Air Japan 35 Heavy, Tokyo Control, identified. Fuji Dream 145, contact Tokyo Control 133.5.
Center on 133.5, Fuji Dream 145, bye-bye. All Nippon 627, contact Tokyo Control 133.5. Center on 133.5, All Nippon 627, have a good afternoon. Singapore 633 Heavy, contact Tokyo Control 133.5, bye-bye.
Contact Tokyo Control 133.5, Singapore 633 Heavy.
Zippy 53 Heavy, contact Tokyo Control 133.5.
Center on 133.5, Zippy 53 Heavy, have a good afternoon.
All Nippon 680 Heavy, contact Tokyo Control 119.35.
Center on 119.35, all Nippon 680 Heavy, have a good afternoon.
Skymark 532, descend to flight level 150.
Descend to flight level 150, Skymark 532.
Tokyo Control, United 197. Good afternoon, flight level 391.
United 197, Tokyo Control, identified. United 197, contact Tokyo Control 125.9er.
Center on 125.9er, United 197.
Skymark 521, contact Tokyo Control 133.5, have a good afternoon.
Center on 133.5, Skymark 521.
Skymark 532, contact Tokyo Control 119.35.
Contact Tokyo Control 119.35, Skymark 532, good day.
Japan Air 295 Alpha, contact Tokyo Control 133.5.
Contact Tokyo Control 133.5, Japan Air 295 Alpha, have a good afternoon.
Tokyo Control, Starflyer 85, flight level 323.
Starflyer 85, Tokyo Control, identified. Climb to flight level 380.
Climb to flight level 380, Starflyer 85.
Alpha Wing 637, contact Tokyo Control 125.6, bye-bye.
Center on 125.6, Alpha Wing 637.
Starwalker 803 Heavy, contact Tokyo Control 133.5.
Contact Tokyo Control 133.5. Starwalker 803 Heavy. Tokyo Control, Starwalker 803 Heavy. Flight level 380.
Starwalker 803 Heavy, Tokyo Control, radar contact.
Tokyo Control, all Nippon 265 Heavy, good afternoon, flight level 389.
All Nippon 265 Heavy, Tokyo Control, identified.
Tokyo Control, Vietnam 385 Heavy, flight level 380.
Vietnam 385 Heavy, Tokyo Control, radar contact.
Tokyo Control, Japan Air 439, good afternoon, flight level 284.
Japan Air 439, Tokyo Control, radar contact.
Japan Air 295 Alpha, contact Tokyo Control 124.905.
Center on 124.905, Japan Air 295 Alpha.
Tokyo Control, Japan Air 2415, good afternoon, flight level 290.
Japan Air 2415, Tokyo Control, radar contact, climb to flight level 320.
Climb to flight level 320, Japan Air 2415.
SmartCat 753, contact Fukuoka Control 132.5.
Center on 132.5, SmartCat 753. Tokyo Control, Japan Air 497, flight level 277.
Japan Air 497, Tokyo Control, radar contact.
Tokyo Control, all Nippon 1097 Heavy, flight level 400.
All Nippon 1097 Heavy, Tokyo Control, radar contact. All Nippon 265 Heavy, contact Tokyo Control 124.905.
Contact Tokyo Control 124.905, all Nippon 265 Heavy.
Alpha Wing 691, contact Tokyo Control 124.905, good day.
Center on 124.905, Alpha Wing 691.
Tokyo Control, Japan Air 327 Heavy, flight level 3901.
Japan Air 327 Heavy, Tokyo Control, identified, climb to flight level 400.
Climb to flight level 400, Japan Air 327 Heavy.
Vietnam 385 Heavy, contact Tokyo Control 124.905, bye-bye.
Center on 124.905, Vietnam 385 Heavy.
Singapore 633 Heavy, contact Fukuoka Control 132.6, good day.
Contact Fukuoka Control 132.6, Singapore 633 Heavy.
Starflyer 26, contact Tokyo Control 134.15, good day.
Contact Tokyo Control 134.15, Starflyer 26.
All Nippon 627, Tokyo Control, expect Gojo, runway 16.
Expect Digital, runway 16, All Nippon 627.
Japan Air 2415, Tokyo Control, expect Gojo, runway 16.
Expect Digital runway 16, Japan Air 2415.
Tokyo Control, New Sky 17, flight level 365.
New Sky 17, Tokyo Control, identified, climb to flight level 380.
Climb to flight level 380, New Sky 17.
Japan Air 439, contact Tokyo Control 124.905.
Contact Tokyo Control 124.905, Japan Air 439, bye-bye.
All Nippon 627, contact Fukuoka Control 132.5.
Contact Fukuoka Control 132.5, All Nippon 627.
Tokyo Control, Air Japan 35 Heavy, descending via Ikoma East, flight level 131.
Air Japan 35 Heavy, Tokyo Control, identified. Japan Air 2415, Ogojo, runway 16. Report ready for descent.
Digital runway 16, ready for descent, Japan Air 2415.
Japan Air 2415, descent to flight level 180.
Descent to flight level 180, Japan Air 2415.
Zippy 53 Heavy, contact Fukuoka Control 132.6, bye-bye.
Contact Fukuoka Control 132.6 Zippy 53 Heavy.
Japan Air 2415, contact Fukuoka Control 132.5.
Center on 132.5 Japan Air 2415, bye-bye. Tokyo Control, Starflyer 85, flight level 365.
Starflyer 85, Tokyo Control, radar contact. Skymark 521, contact Fukuoka Control 132.6.
Contact Fukuoka Control 132.6, Skymark 521.
Japan Air 327 Heavy, contact Tokyo Control 124.905.
Contact Tokyo Control 124.905, Japan Air 327 Heavy.
Air Japan 35 Heavy QNH 1011, expect the ILS runway 32 left.
QNH1011 expect the ILS runway 32 left, Air Japan 35 heavy.
Thai 673 Heavy, contact Fukuoka Control 132.5, bye-bye.
Contact Fukuoka Control 132.5, Thai 673 Heavy.
New Sky 17, contact Tokyo Control 124.905.
Contact Tokyo Control 124.905, New Sky 17.
Starwalker 803 Heavy, contact Fukuoka Control 132.5.
Contact Fukuoka Control 132.5. Starwalker 803 Heavy. Fukuoka Control, Starwalker 803 Heavy. Good evening. Flight level 380.
Japan Air 2441, Fukuoka Control, expect Miller, runway 09er.
Expect Miller, runway 09er, Japan Air 2441.
Starwalker 803 Heavy, Fukuoka Control, radar contact. Japan Air 295 Alpha, descend to flight level 220.
Descend to flight level 220, Japan Air 295 Alpha.
China Eastern 7292, contact Fukuoka Control 126.1, bye-bye.
Contact Fukuoka Control 126.1, China Eastern 7292.
Japan Air 2441, Miller, runway 09er. Report ready for descent.
Miller, runway 09er, ready for descent, Japan Air 2441.
Japan Air 2441, descend to 8,000 feet, QNH 1008.
Descend to 8,000 feet, Japan Air 2441.
Japan Air 2441, QNH 1008, expect the RNAV X-ray runway 09er.
QNH 1008, expect the RNAV X-ray runway 09er, Japan Air 2441.
Japan Air 2441, cleared direct Mealer, cross Mealer at or above 5,200 feet, cleared RNAV X-ray runway 09er.
Cleared direct Meller, cross Meller at or above 5,200 feet, cleared RNAV X-ray runway 09er, Japan Air 2441.
Air Peach 198, Fukuoka Control, expect Candy Alpha, runway 06 right.
Expect Candy Alpha, runway 06 right. Air Peach 198.
Air China 858 Heavy, contact Fukuoka Control 126.1, bye-bye.
Contact Fukuoka Control 126.1 Air China 858 Heavy.
Japan Air 295 Alpha, turn left, heading 250 vectors for the approach.
Turn left, heading 250, Japan Air 295 Alpha.
Airspring 6604, contact Fukuoka Control 126.1, have a good evening.
Contact Fukuoka Control 126.1, Airspring 6604.
Fukuoka Control Cathay 507 Heavy, good evening, flight level 339er.
Cathay 507 Heavy, Fukuoka Control, identified. All Nippon 627, contact Fukuoka Control 132.6, bye-bye.
Center on 132.6, all Nippon 627.
Fukuoka Control, Air Janaya 1582, good evening, flight level 328.
Air Junya 1582, Fukuoka Control, good evening, identified, climb to flight level 340.
Climb to flight level 340, Air Janaya 1582.
Air Peach 198, contact Tokyo Control 133.5.
Center on 133.5, Air Peach 198, have a good evening.
Fukuoka Control, Janair 254, flight level 286.
Janair 254, Fukuoka Control, identified, continue climb to flight level 320.
Continue climb to flight level 320, Janair 254.
Fuji Dream 145, cross Kirin at or above flight level 120, then descend to flight level 090.
Cross Kirin at
or above flight level 120 and descend to flight level 090, Fuji Dream 145.
All Nippon 648, contact Tokyo Control 124.905, bye-bye.
Contact Tokyo Control 124.905, all Nippon 648.
Alpha Wing 88, contact Tokyo Control 124.905. Have a good evening.
Center on 124.905 Alpha Wing 88.
Future Control, Alpha Wing 637, flight level 140.
Alpha Wing 637, Fukuoka Control, identified. Japan Air 2415, contact Fukuoka Control 132.6.
Contact Fukuoka Control 132.6 Japan Air 2415.
Fukuoka Control Japan Air 439, flight level 109.
Japan Air 439, Fukuoka Control, identified. Fuji Dream 145, contact Fukuoka Control 126.1.
Center on 126.1, Fuji Dream 145.
Fukuoka Control, Japan Air 327 Heavy, descending via Kirin Echo, flight level 254.
Japan Air 327 Heavy, Fukuoka Control, radar contact. Alpha Wing 637, contact Iwakuni approach 128.0.
Contact Iwakan approach 128.0, Alpha Wing 637.
Air 254, Fukuoka Control, expect Pedlo 2 with the K-like transition, runway 36 left.
Expect Pedlo 2 with the K-like transition, runway 36 left, Jin Air 254.
Japan Air 295 Alpha QNH1007, expect radar vectors for ILS Zulu runway 07.
QNH1007, expect radar vectors for ILS Zulu runway 07, Japan Air 295 Alpha.
Japan Air 295 Alpha, descend to 6,000 feet, QNH1007.
Descend to 6,000 feet, QNH1007, Japan Air 295 Alpha.
Thai 673 Heavy, contact Fukuoka Control 126.1.
Contact Fukuoka Control 126.1 Thai 673 Heavy, have a good evening.
Japan Air 439, contact Matsuyama Tower 126.2, good day.
Over to Tower 126.2, Japan Air 439.
Vietnam 385 Heavy, contact Fukuoka Control 126.1.
Center on 126.1 Vietnam 385 Heavy.
Alpha Wing 648, Fukuoka Control, expect Havoc, runway 32 left.
Expect Havoc, runway 32 left. Alpha Wing 648.
Fukuoka Control Shandong 8086, good evening, flight level 300.
Shandong 8086, Fukuoka Control, radar contact. Starwalker 803 Heavy, contact Fukuoka Control 126.1, good day.
Center on 126.1, Starwalker 803 Heavy. Fukuoka Control, Starwalker 803 Heavy. Flight level 380.
Starwalker 803 Heavy, Fukuoka Control, identified. China Eastern 7292, contact Fukuoka Control 118.9er.
Center on 118.9er, China Eastern 7292.
Air China 858 Heavy, contact Fukuoka Control 118.9er.
Contact Fukuoka Control 118.9er, Air China 858 Heavy.
Air Spring 6604, contact Fukuoka Control 118.9er, good day.
Contact Fukuoka Control 118.9er, Airstream 6604, good day.
Starwalker 803 Heavy, contact Fukuoka Control 132.6, good day.
Center on 132.6, Starwalker 803 Heavy. Fukuoka Control, Starwalker 803 Heavy. Flight level 380.
Starwalker 803 Heavy, Fukuoka Control, radar contact. Mark at 753, contact Kobe Control 132.3.
Center on 132.3, mark at 753.
Airliner 14, turn right, heading 145.
Turn right, heading 145, Jin Airliner 14.
Fukuoka Control, Cathay 507 Heavy, flight level 340.
Cathay 507 Heavy, Fukuoka Control, identified. Japan 1097 Heavy, contact Kobe Control 132.3.
Center on 132.3, all Nippon 1097 Heavy.
Japan Air 2412, contact Fukuoka Control 132.5.
Contact Fukuoka Control 132.5, Japan Air 2412.
Jean Air 914, contact Fukuoka Control 126.1.
Contact Fukuoka Control 126.1 in Air 9014.
Fukuoka Control, Japan Air 2441, 5,600 feet.
Japan Air 2441, Fukuoka Control, identified. Japan Air 923 Heavy, contact Kobe Control 132.3.
Center on 132.3, Japan Air 923 Heavy, have a good evening.
Commuter 772, contact Kagoshima Approach 120.1.
Contact Kagoshima Approach 120.1, Commuter 772.
Air Beach 289, contact Kobe Control 132.3.
Contact Kobe Control 132.3, Air Beach 289.
Japan Air 2441, contact Miyazaki Tower 126.2.
Over to Tower 126.2 Japan Air 2441, have a good evening.
Hong Kong Shuttle 899, contact Kobe Control 132.3.
Center on 132.3, Hong Kong Shuttle 899, have a good evening.
Fukuoka Control, Alpha Wing 1215, flight level 380.
Alpha Wing 1215, Fukuoka Control, identified.
Fukuoka Control, New Sky 129, flight level 400.
New Sky 129, Fukuoka Control, radar contact. Star 53 Heavy, contact Fukuoka Control 126.1.
Settle on 126.1, Jetstar 53 Heavy.
JX803, contact Fukuoka Control 132.5.
Center on 132.5, JX8, bye-bye.
Hong Kong Shuttle 639, contact Kobe Control 132.3.
Contact Kobe Control 132.3, Hong Kong Shuttle 639, bye-bye.
Thai 673 Heavy, contact Kobe Control 132.3, good day.
Contact Kobe Control 132.3, Thai 673 Heavy, have a good evening.
Starwalker 803 Heavy, contact Kobe Control 132.3.
Contact Kobe Control 132.3, Starwalker 803 Heavy. Have a good evening. Kobe Control, Starwalker 803 Heavy. Good evening. Flight level 380.
Starwalker 803 Heavy, Kobe Control, identified.
Kobe Control Smart Cat 271, good evening, flight level 360.
Smart Cat 271, Kobe Control, radar contact.
有这么高啊？对，那我3发拦你1发，就210哎，拦截到了210他了，那怎么会拦不到？3发拦截他1发拿。死你一杯水60度，我桃花风里3杯180度，操！死你高要36度，要直抛360度，死你干得好俞北辰，你的才华让我嫉妒，让我左手控制不住想要干死你，操的俞北辰，台湾炮继续胡说八道，难怪我有些大陆网友讲，哎呦，我就喜欢看台湾人没见识的样子。
Kobe Control, Alpha Wing 1215, flight level 380.
Alpha Wing 1215, Kobe Control, identified. Japan Air 923 Heavy, Kobe Control, expect Ahea North, runway 18 right.
Expect Ahea North, runway 18 right, Japan Air 923 Heavy.
All Nippon 1097 Heavy, Ahea North, runway 18 right. Report ready for descent.
Ahea North, runway 18 right, ready for descent. All Nippon 1097 Heavy.
All Nippon 1097 Heavy, descend to 6,000 feet, QNH 1007.
Descent to 6,000 feet, all Nippon 1097 Heavy.
Hong Kong Shuttle 899, contact Kobe Control 119.3.
Contact Kobe Control 119.3, Hong Kong Shuttle 899.
Kobe Control Cathay 507 Heavy, flight level 340.
Cathay 507 Heavy, Kobe Control, identified. New Sky 85, contact Naha approach 119.175.
Contact Naha approach 119.175, New Sky 85.
Hong Kong Shuttle 639, contact Kobe Control 119.3, have a good evening.
Contact Kobe Control 119.3, Hong Kong Shuttle 639, have a good evening.
Alpha Wing 1215, Kobe Control, expect AHEA North, runway 18 right.
Expect AHEA North, runway 18 right, Alpha Wing 1215.
Kobe Control, New Sky 129, flight level 400.
New Sky 129, Kobe Control, identified. Commuter 737, no tower services available at airport. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Frequency change approved, commuter 737, good day.
JX803, contact Naha approach 119.175.
Contact Naha approach 119.175, JX803.
Alpha Wing 1215, AHEA North, runway 18 right. Report ready for descent.
AHEA North, runway 18 right, ready for descent, Alpha Wing 1215.
Alpha Wing 1215, descend to 6,000 feet, QNH 1007.
Descend to 6,000 feet, Alpha Wing 1215.
Japan Air 923 Heavy, AHEA North, runway 18 right. Report ready for descent.
AHEA North, runway 18 right, ready for descent, Japan Air 923 Heavy.
Japan Air 923 Heavy, descend to 6,000 feet, QNH 1007.
Descend to 6,000 feet, Japan Air 923 Heavy.
Korean Air 422 Heavy, contact Fukuoka Control 132.6. Contact Fukuoka Control 132.6 coordinate for 22 heavy. Smart Cap 271, contact Kobe Control 119.3.
Center on 119.3, Smart Cat 271.
New Sky 129, Kobe Control, expect Ahea North, runway 18 right.
Expect Ahea North, runway 18 right, New Sky 129.
Skymark 521, contact Naha approach 119.175.
Contact Naha approach 119.175, Skymark 521.
JX803 Heavy, contact Kobe Control 119.3. Have a good evening.
Contact Kobe Control 119.3 Thai 673 Heavy. Kobe Control Cebu 130, flight level 319er.
Cebu 130, Kobe Control, radar contact. Air Beach 289, contact Naha approach 119.175.
Contact Naha approach 119.175, Air Beach 289. Kobe Control Smart Cat 721, flight level 340.
Smart Cat 721, Kobe Control, radar contact. Starwalker 803 Heavy, contact Kobe Control 119.3. Have a good evening.
Center on 119.3, Starwalker 803 Heavy. Have a good evening. Kobe Control, Starwalker 803 Heavy. Flight level 380.
Starwalker 803 Heavy, Kobe Control, radar contact. Airspring 6981, contact Naha approach 119.175.
Contact Naha approach 119.175, Airspring 6981.
Kobe Control, Giant 9067 Heavy, flight level 380.
Giant 9067 Heavy, Kobe Control, radar contact.
Kobe Control, Cathay 507 Heavy, flight level 340.
Cathay 507 Heavy, Kobe Control, identified. Alpha Wing 1730, contact Naha approach 119.175.
Contact Naha approach 119.175 Alpha Wing 1730.
SmartCat 271, contact Kobe Control 123.9er.
Contact Kobe Control 123.9er, SmartCat 271.
Kobe Control, Vista Jet 836, flight level 390.
Vista Jet 836, Kobe Control, identified.
Control SmartCat 721, flight level 339er.
SmartCat 721, Kobe Control, radar contact. New Sky 50, Kobe Control, expect Velno North, runway 18 right.
Expect Velno North, runway 18 right, New Sky 50.
New Sky 50, Velno North, runway 18 right. Report ready for descent.
Velno North, runway 18 right, ready for descent, New Sky 50.
New Sky 50, descend to 2,000 feet, QNH 1007.
Descent to 2,000 feet, New Sky 50.
Thai 673 Heavy, contact Kobe Control 123.9er.
Center on 123.9er, Thai 673 Heavy.
J Ocean 5 Romeo Charlie, turn right, heading 290.
Turn right, heading 290, J Ocean 5 Romeo Charlie.
J Ocean 566, Kobe Control, expect Velno North, runway 18 right.
Expect Velno North, runway 18 right, J Ocean 566.
J Ocean 566, Velno North, runway 18 right. Report ready for descent.
Velno North, runway 18 right, ready for descent, J Ocean 566.
J Ocean 566, descend to 2,000 feet, QNH 1007.
Descend to 2,000 feet, J Ocean 566.
J Ocean 5 Romeo Charlie, descend to 1,300 feet.
Descend to 1,300 feet, J Ocean 5 Romeo Charlie.
J Ocean 5 Romeo Charlie, 2 miles from KJ Tree 50, turn right, heading Tree 60, maintain 1,300 feet until established on the final approach course, cleared.
Turn right, heading 360, 1,300 feet until established, clear J Ocean 5 Romeo Charlie.
Starwalker 803 Heavy, contact Kobe Control 123.9er.
Center on 123.9er. Starwalker 803 Heavy. Have a good evening. Kobe Control, Starwalker 803 Heavy. Flight level 380.
Starwalker 803 Heavy, Kobe Control, identified.
JX803 Heavy. Contact Type A Control 124.6.
Center on 124.6 Thai 673 Heavy.
Kobe Control Cathay 507 Heavy, flight level 340.
Cathay 507 Heavy. Kobe Control. Radar contact. Starwalker 803 Heavy. Contact Type A Control 124.6.
Contact Type A Control 124.6. Starwalker 803 Heavy. Have a good evening. Type A Control, Starwalker 803 Heavy. Good evening. Flight level 380.
EVA 117. Contact Type A approach 128.5.
Contact Type A approach 128.5, EVA 117.
Type A Control, Starwalker 803 Heavy. Good evening. Flight level 380.
Starwalker 803 Heavy. Type A Control. Identified. Starwalker 803 Heavy. Type A Control. Expect Drake 1 Bravo. Runway 23 left.
Expect Drake 1 Bravo. Runway 23 left. Starwalker 803 Heavy.
Hong Kong Shuttle 691. Contact Nanchang Control 120.5. Bye-bye.
Contact Nanjing Control 120.5, Hong Kong Shuttle 691, bye-bye.
Cathay 451 Heavy, contact Taipei approach 128.5.
Contact Taipei approach 128.5, Cathay 451 Heavy.
Starwalker 803 Heavy, Drake 1 Bravo, runway 23 left. Report ready for descent. Starwalker 803 Heavy, Drake 1 Bravo, runway 23 left. Report ready for descent.
Drake 1 Bravo, runway 23 left. Call when ready, Starwalker 803 Heavy.
Taipei Control, Cathay 507 Heavy, good evening, flight level 340.
Cathay 507 Heavy, Taipei Control, identified.
Starwalker 803 Heavy, ready for descent.
Starwalker 803 Heavy, descend to flight level 160.
Descend to flight level 160, Starwalker 803 Heavy.
Taipei Control, Smart Cat 721, flight level 340.
Smart Cat 753, descend to 4,700 feet.
Descend to 4,700 feet, Smart Cat 753.
Smart Cat 721, Taipei Control, radar contact.
各位贵宾请注意，飞机即将开始下降，请您回到座位，确实扣好安全带，同时请协助收起您的餐桌。
Smart Cat 753, contact Taipei approach 128.5.
我们也即将停止公务。
Contact Taipei approach 128.5, Smart Cat 753.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now starting our descent. Please return to your seat and ensure your seatbelt is securely fastened. At this time, please stow your tray table, return your seat back to the upright position, and open your window shades. In-flight duty-free sales will also be concluding shortly. Thank you for your cooperation.
Dynasty 754 Heavy, contact Taipei approach 128.5.
Contact Taipei approach 128.5, Dynasty 754 Heavy.
721, Taipei Control. Expect Baker 1 Bravo, runway 23 right.
Expect Baker 1 Bravo, runway 23 right, Smart-Cat 721.
EVA 121, contact Taipei approach 128.5.
Contact Taipei approach 128.5 EVA 121.
Smart-Cat 721, Baker 1 Bravo, runway 23 right. Report ready for descent.
Baker 1 Bravo, runway 23 right, ready for descent, Smart-Cat 721.
Smart-Cat 721, descend to 13,000 feet, QNH 1005.
Descend to 13,000 feet, Smart-Cat 721.
EVA 8835, contact Taipei control 123.4.
Contact Taipei Control 123.4, EVA 8835.
Starwalker 803 Heavy, descend to 8,000 feet, QNH 1005.
Descend to 8,000 feet, QNH 1005, Starwalker 803 Heavy.
Smart-Cat 271, Taipei Control, expect Sigong 1 Mike, runway 27.
Taxi gain 1 Mike, runway 27, smart cat 271.
Mandarin 376 QNH 1005, expect avoid me runway 28 with the Besom transition.
QNH 1005, expect avoidment runway 28 with the Bison transition, Mandarin 376.
Eva 8625, radar vectors, ILS runway 20. Report ready for descent.
Radar vectors, ILS runway 20, ready for descent, EVA 8625.
Eva 8625, 马公空军基地 landing runway 20.
A landing runway 20, EVA 8625.
Smart Cat 271, Sigang 1 Mike, runway 27. Report ready for descent.
Seeking 1 Mike, runway 27, ready for descent, Smart Cat 271.
Smart Cat 271, descend to flight level 180.
Descend to flight level 180, Smart Cat 271.
Mandarin 376, cleared direct Besom. Cross Besom at or above 4,000 feet. Cleared avoid me runway 28.
Clear direct Bison, cross Bison at or above 4,000 feet. Clear avoidment runway 28, Mandarin 376.
Starwalker 803 Heavy, descend to 4,700 feet.
Descend to 4,700 feet. Starwalker 803 Heavy.
Starwalker 803 Heavy, contact Taipei approach 128.5.
Contact Taipei approach 128.5. Starwalker 803 Heavy. Taipei departure. Starwalker 803 Heavy. 9,300 feet with information Juliet.
Starwalker 803 Heavy Taipei approach. QNH 1005 expect the ILS runway 23 left with the auger transition.
QNH 1005 expect the ILS runway 23 left with the auger transition. Starwalker 803 Heavy.
Orange liner 54. Contact Taipei control 124.6.
Contact Taipei control 124.6, orange liner 54.
Taipei departure, Smart Cat 753 600 feet. Smart Cat 753, welcome back. Continue. Continue Smart Cat 753. Dynasty 754 Heavy, contact Taipei Tower 129.3. Over to Tower 129.3, Dynasty 754 Heavy, have a good evening.
Taipei departure, Air China 190, 1,700 feet.
Air China 190, Taipei departure, identified. Climb to flight level 140.
Climb to flight level 140, Air China 190.
Eva 121, contact Taipei Tower 118.7.
Over to Tower 118.7, Eva 121, good day.
All aircraft be advised the information Kilo now current, QNH 1005.
Taipei departure, FedEx 5171 Heavy, 1,600 feet.
FedEx 5171 Heavy, Taipei departure, good evening, identified. Climb to flight level 180.
Climb to flight level 180, FedEx 5171 Heavy.
803 Heavy, clear direct auger, cross auger at or above 4,700 feet, cleared ILS runway 23 left.
Cleared direct auger, cross auger at or above 4,700 feet, cleared ILS runway 23 left, Starwalker 803 Heavy.
Mark at 753, turn right, heading 340.
Turn right heading 340, Mark at 753.
Viva 6312 Heavy, contact Taipei Tower 129.3.
Over to Tower 129.3, Eva 6312 Heavy.
Air China 190, contact Taipei Control 124.6. Have a good evening.
Contact Taipei Control 124.6 Air China 190. Good day.
Mark at 753, turn right, heading 050. Expect further clearance in about 27 miles.
Turn right heading 050, Mark at 753.
Starwalker 803 Heavy, established on final approach.
Starwalker 803 Heavy, affirm. Taipei departure Thai 635 Heavy 1,600 feet. Thai 635 Heavy, Taipei departure, identified, climb to flight level 190. Climb to flight level 190 Thai 635 Heavy. FedEx 5171 Heavy, contact Taipei Control 124.6.
Center on 124.6. FedEx 5171 Heavy.
Type A departure, Cathay 473 Heavy, 1,400 feet.
Cathay 473 Heavy, Type A departure. Good evening. Identified. Climb to flight level 190.
Climb to flight level 190, Cathay 473 Heavy.
Type 635 Heavy. Contact Type A Control 124.6. Contact Type A Control 124.6 Type 635 Heavy. Mark Type 753. Turn right. Heading 115.
Turn right heading 115, mark at 753.
Hong Kong Shuttle 691. Contact Nanchang Control 120.5.
Contact Nanjing Control 120.5 Hong Kong Shuttle 691 bye-bye.
SmartCat 721. Contact Taipei Approach 128.5.
Contact Type A Approach 128.5 Marcat 721.
Stall. Stall. 2,500.
Taipei Tower, Starwalker 803 Heavy. ILS runway 23 left.
Starwalker 803 Heavy, Taipei Tower, continue.
Roger, Starwalker 803 Heavy.
Eva 809, contact Taipei departure 128.5.
Contact Taipei departure 128.5, Eva 809.
$2,500. $2,000.
Starwalker 803 Heavy, wind 240 degrees, 16 knots, runway 23 left clear to land.
Runway 23 left clear to land. Starwalker 803 Heavy.
$1,000. $500. $400. $300. $200. 100 above.
Flight slow. Flight slow.
100. 90. 87 minimum.
Flight slow.
60. 50.
Flight slow.
40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
taxiway. Starwalker 803 Heavy.
各位贵宾，我们已经抵达。为了您的安全，在安全带灯号尚未熄灭之前，请您继续留在座位并系妥安全带。现在开始，您可以使用行动电话的通讯功能。下机时，请记得您的随身行李。感谢您搭乘协运航空的班机，我们期待
Starwalker 803 Heavy. Request taxi to the gate.
We have landed.
Starwalker 803 Heavy, welcome to 桃园国际机场 Airport. Say parking or advise if need assignment.
Please make sure to take all your belongings with you when you disembark. Thank you for flying with Starlux Airlines. They're asking our flight serving you today.
Request gate Bravo 9er. Starwalker 803 Heavy.
Starwalker 803 Heavy, taxi to stand Bravo 9er via Sierra 8, Sierra, Quebec 5, Quebec, Bravo 9er.
Taxi to stand Bravo 9er via Sierra 8, Sierra, Quebec 5, Quebec, Bravo 9er, Starwalker 803 Heavy.
Smartcat 753, taxi to stand Bravo 1 via November 4, November, Papa 10, Echo, Quebec, Bravo 1.
Taxi to stand Bravo 1 via November 4, November, Papa 10, Echo, Quebec, Bravo 1, Smartcat 753.
New Zealand 78 Heavy, contact Taipei Tower 129.3, good day.
Contact Tower 129.3, New Zealand 78 Heavy.